been with paparazzi for 4 years, and I am going to share my story with you guys today. Let me just pull it up because my comments don't show up in groups, just so that I don't miss anybody's comments, but probably I won't be looking down at comments too much anyway because I get squirreled very easily. So anyway, again, I'm Tanya. I have been with paparazzi for 4 years. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, and I'm going to talk to you also about being a sales person. A lot of people feel like they don't want to get into sales. They don't want to be that person. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Hey y'all. Like I said, my comments don't show up in groups, only on my main page. So I have my phone on the side of me. If I'm looking down, I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you. Okay. So to start out, I will tell you that I am a director. I have 17 ladies under me, working on getting premier director hopefully soon. I am Crown Club 5, which means that 5 of my direct downlines have been active for 3 months in a row. Hi, Item A. And I'm a consultant, and I get on and I sell my jewelry and have fun. I love this job. I love this team. So to give you a little bit about my background, the first thing I can tell you is I am an introvert. I am shy. I don't like, I'm not one to want to get up in front of people, and it takes a little bit of effort. So I started out in 2020 before COVID, right before COVID had really been announced. I was watching a girl in Michigan that sold paparazzi, and it was the first time I'd heard about it. I never knew anything about it, and I liked jewelry. At first I was a turquoise and silver person. That's all I ever wore. Now I'm into the brighter colors, but so I get squirreled, guys, I'm sorry. So I was watching her, and I liked the jewelry. Her husband was an old friend, and he had actually messaged me because she had just had a baby and wanted to stay home from work. So, stay home and work. So he had messaged me and asked me to help support her, even if I didn't buy anything, to just go on her lives and give her somebody to talk to. So I did, and I fell in love with the jewelry, and I bought my turquoise and silver, and I was working at that time at a restaurant, and a lot of the waitresses liked their jewelry because, you know, when you're working in a restaurant or pretty much anywhere, you have to have uniforms, and it was a way of making them feel, you know, like they were individuals by having their own bling. So I thought, hey Janet, so I thought, you know, I'll just get into this kind of as a habit, you know, I mean, not a habit, I'm sorry, a hobby. Kind of as a hobby, and, you know, just sell to my friends if they want something, you know, nothing big. Well, I didn't know any, you know, I contacted my friend in Michigan, and she had decided that paparazzi wasn't for her, which is okay. Sometimes it's not for everybody, but I think if she had given it more of a chance, she probably would have been able to succeed. But I went ahead and searched the website to find somebody local that sold. And I worked with a girl whose mom sold paparazzi. So I looked, well, I didn't realize it was her. I started looking the people up and realized, hey, that's Jenna's mom. And I went ahead and contacted her and started asking questions and decided, you know, I'm going to do this. So I went ahead and joined. And then probably a week after I joined, they closed the restaurant down, and they didn't open it back up. They closed it down for good. So I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? I'm not a salesperson. I don't have any idea how to sell. You know, I'm shy. Like, I can't go live. But I have to. I got to do something, you know. So I took every bit of courage that I had to press that button when I went live for the first time, and I was shaking through my whole life. But the customers just coming on, and they were friends, customers and friends that were coming on, even just to support me, just started making me feel more comfortable, and eventually it just became easier to do. I think that a lot of people get a bad taste in their mouth because they think that you have to be that direct sales company. You know, you have to be competitive, make sure that you get your sales before everybody else. Let me tell you something about paparazzi. Even the founders have made this so that we are not in competition with each other. All of us have different jewelry. It's, it's like, if you have two stores next to each other, this store carries this and this store carries that. You just, my customers shop with other paparazzi consultants. It doesn't bother me. They still come back to me. There's no jealousy. I find that these teams, and even people that are not on my teams, are very supportive. They like to teach each other what to do, and and through that, I think that my confidence has gotten much better. Obviously, I'm here. This isn't something that I would have considered 4 years ago, I promise you. Thank you, Janet. So if I keep looking down, if you're just jumping on, it's because I'm not seeing comments here, so I'm looking down here. So another thing that I wanted to mention is sales isn't necessarily about, it shouldn't be about cold messaging people, about tagging 1,000 people in your posts. Sales is about relationship. Sales is about trust. People are going to buy from you if they can relate to you, if they can trust you. It's not about pushing sales. Sales can be as simple as going to the grocery store and wearing your jewelry and getting a compliment and having your cards on you or a little free gift that you can give them. And, that can be sales. It doesn't, sometimes you don't even have to say anything to sell. Okay, just wear your jewelry. Take pictures with your jewelry. But like I said, developing friends. Your customers become your friends. They become your family. They become your support system. And I'm reading her comment. Yes, it does sell itself for sure. It does sell itself for sure. So we're going to get on, I'm just going to get on real quick to my later story, which is now. So this past winter, I started getting really sick. I didn't know what was going on. I would go to work outside the home, and it was everything that I could do just to come home, get dinner, and go to bed. I was having trouble getting my housework done. I was hurting all the time. So I went to the doctor thinking, because I have hypothyroidism, that it was my thyroid and my medicine wasn't right. So they went ahead and they took my blood and everything and found out that I had autoimmune. So they sent me to a rheumatologist, and I have lupus. And I'm starting to feel a little bit better with the medicines, but it was still really, really difficult to work outside of the home. So paparazzi has given me an opportunity now to help pay the bills, to be home and be able to do my housework in between, and still be able to be here and restrict my movement, because sometimes it is hard to move. And so, like I said, this year will be the first year I go to convention. I know I'm all over the place, but there's just so many, many blessings that have occurred through this business. And if you are hopping on, if you watch this on replay or you're watching right now, and you are somebody who's thinking about it, I definitely recommend, yes, say yes, try it. It's really not a difficult thing to do. Now, is it going to fall in your lap and is everything going to be peachy? You're going to have to work for what you do. just like anything else. But the difference is the harder you work, the better it's going to become. It's not like you're working outside the home supporting somebody else. You're now supporting yourself. And the harder you work, the more blessings that are going to come. But make sure you get in touch with the person that invited you. Don't, just sign up, or if you have questions, go back to the person that originally got with you. I think that's it. If anybody has any questions, I know that they went over the kits. There's 2 ways to sign up. You have the $20 party pass. You can go ahead and get that, and then you get your jewelry for wholesale. You can go on your website and order off of there to have inventory. You can also use that $20 if you are a consultant that wants to jump back into paparazzi. Maybe you had tried it before and something in life happened and you had to stop, but you really want to come back in and you still have inventory. That $20 is great. Is great for people who want to re-sign. Your customers can also order up your website, and paparazzi will send you a commission check every month. And then they have the $99 VIP package, which includes the party pass, 35 pieces of jewelry that you choose, and like a pen and a notebook. And then this month only, 5 more days, you get 5 exclusive pieces from our party pack. So it's a really good deal. This month is going to be a great time to join. And if anybody has any questions, just let me know, and I will come back on the live and answer the questions. So I guess that's it. I love you guys. Thank you for hopping on. Have a great day.